Have you ever wondered whether your dog has been waiting for you to do something its entire life, while you've been unknowingly doing the opposite every single day? It sounds hard to believe, but take a moment and really think about it. Every day you feed your dog on time, you take it for walks, you pet it, play with it, even talk to it like a close friend. And in your mind, you're doing everything right. You believe you're a good owner, someone your dog can trust completely. But what if all of that still isn't enough? What if there are deeply important needs, core instinctive needs within a dog that almost no one ever tells you about, and you've never even realized they exist? The truth is, most owners don't make mistakes on purpose. No one wakes up in the morning thinking, "Today, I'm going to make my dog feel a little more anxious." But the problem is, it's the small things, repeated every single day, that quietly shape your dog's emotional world. And the cost of that lack of understanding isn't rebellion. It's not barking. It's not aggression. It's silence. It's when the tail wags a little less, when the eyes don't seek you out as often as they used to. When your dog is still there, still living with you, but between you, there's an invisible distance you can't quite explain. And the saddest part? Most people only realize it when it's too late, when years have already passed, when the moments that could have been deeper have already been missed. But the good news is, things can change. Not through complicated methods, not through money, but through understanding. And the first thing, the most important thing your dog has been waiting for all along, is so simple that most people completely overlook it. Think about the last time your dog retreated into a corner, maybe under a table, behind the couch, or pressing itself against a wall when the house got too noisy. What did you do in that moment? If you're like most people, you probably walked over, called them out, maybe even pulled them out of that space. Because in your mind, something must be wrong. You think, why is my dog hiding? Is it scared? Is something wrong? And you want to help. But the truth is, in that moment, your dog doesn't need to be rescued. It just needs to be left alone. What it's seeking isn't intervention, it's safety. This is something many people don't realize. Dogs don't just need food, exercise, and affection. They need a place where they can completely let their guard down. A place where no one touches them, no one disturbs them, no one forces interaction. A place that truly belongs to them. If you look deeper, this isn't random at all. Your dog's ancestors, animals that lived in the wild, relied on dens to survive. Not just as a place to sleep, but as a refuge. A place to retreat when things felt unsafe. The one place where they could be certain, here, I am safe. That instinct has never disappeared. Even though your dog lives in a warm home, sleeps on a soft bed, deep inside, its nervous system still operates like it did thousands of years ago. And whenever the environment becomes overwhelming, loud noises, fast movement, too many people, too much stimulation, that instinct activates. It's not avoiding, it's self-regulating. But when you pull your dog out of that space, you unintentionally take away the only thing helping it feel stable in that moment. Imagine you're feeling overwhelmed. You go to a quiet room, close the door, and just want a few minutes alone to calm yourself. And then, someone walks in, pulls you out, and says, "Don't stay here, come out with me." How would you feel? That's exactly how your dog feels. And if this happens often enough, your dog starts to learn something dangerous. There is no place that is truly safe. And when a being has nowhere to feel safe, its nervous system stays on high alert. Always ready to react, always slightly tense. Over time, this doesn't just affect behavior, It affects your relationship. Because connection can only exist where there is safety. No safety, no openness. So what's the solution? It's actually much simpler than you think. You don't need a separate room. You don't need expensive equipment. You just need to create a small but consistent space your dog can call its own. It could be an open crate with a familiar blanket, a quiet corner with little foot traffic, a soft bed under a table where light and noise are reduced. What matters isn't the setup, it's the rule. When your dog goes there, leave it alone. Don't call it. Don't pull it out. Don't disturb it. At first, this might feel strange. You might think, am I ignoring my dog? But the truth is the opposite. You're giving it something it may have never had before: control over its own space. And when a dog has that, something remarkable happens. It stops disappearing from your life when it's stressed. It starts coming back to you more often. Not because you called it, but because it wants to. Because for the first time it knows it can leave when it needs to and return when it's ready. That is the foundation of real trust. Not that you're always there, but that it knows it can choose to be with you. And when a dog starts choosing you freely, without pressure, that's when your relationship moves to an entirely different level. A level that very few people ever truly experience. And it all begins with something incredibly small: giving your dog a place that truly belongs to it. Touch is one of the most common ways humans express love. A gentle pat on the head, a hand running down their back, a quick hug when you pass by. To you, it feels natural, even necessary. But to your dog, it doesn't always feel the same. Here's something most people never question. What if the way you show affection is not the way your dog receives it? Many dogs enjoy touch, but only under one condition: they choose it. When a dog walks over to you, leans into your leg, nudges your hand, or gently places its head under your palm, that's an invitation. That's consent. But when you reach out and touch your dog without any signal from them, something subtle happens. You take that choice away. At first, your dog may tolerate it. It doesn't move away, it doesn't growl, it doesn't resist. So you assume it must like it. But tolerance is not the same as comfort. And over time, repeated unwanted contact teaches your dog something powerful. My body is not entirely mine. That realization doesn't create immediate problems. It creates quiet tension. A slight hesitation before approaching you. A subtle shift in posture when your hand moves closer. A momentary freeze that's easy to miss unless you're really paying attention. And slowly, the connection changes. Your dog may still stay close, still follow you around, but the ease, the natural, relaxed presence starts to fade. Because true connection requires one thing above all: respect. Not control, not constant interaction, but respect for boundaries. So what does respect look like in practice? It's simple. Before you touch your dog, pause. Wait for a signal. Let them come to you. If they lean in, continue. If they move away, even slightly, stop. No correction, no calling them back, no insisting, just stop. At first, this may feel unfamiliar. You might even feel like you're becoming distant. But what you're actually doing is the opposite. You're creating a space where your dog feels safe to choose. And choice is where trust begins. Because when a dog learns that it can say no without consequence, its yes becomes real. And when your dog chooses to come to you, to seek contact, to stay close, not because it has to, but because it wants to, that's no longer obedience. That's connection. To you,
Standing is normal. To your dog, it can be overwhelming. Think about it.
From your dog's perspective, you are a towering presence, larger, heavier, and capable of moving in ways that are fast and unpredictable. Even if you've never hurt your dog, that size difference still exists. And deep in your dog's instincts, size matters. In the animal world, height and posture often signal power. The one who stands taller usually has more control. So, when you approach your dog while standing upright, reaching down toward it, your dog may not interpret it as friendly as you think. It may simply tolerate it. But when you do something different, something small but powerful, everything changes. You sit down. You lower yourself to the ground. You soften your posture. You remove that vertical pressure. And suddenly, your dog sees a different version of you. Less intimidating, more approachable, safer. This doesn't just affect how your dog feels, it affects how your dog responds. Instead of stepping back, it may step forward. Instead of avoiding eye contact, it may look at you longer. Instead of staying distant, it may come closer on its own. Because you've done something very important. You met it where it is. Not by calling it up to your world, but by stepping into theirs. And there's a quiet message in that action, one your dog understands instinctively. I'm not above you, I'm with you. You don't need to say anything. Your posture says it all. Try this. Sit on the floor, a short distance away from your dog. Don't call it. Don't reach for it. Don't make any sudden movements. Just be there. At first, your dog might hesitate. It might watch you, observe, wait. And then, slowly, it will decide to come closer, to sniff, to sit beside you. Not because you asked, but because it felt safe enough to choose. And that moment, that small, quiet moment, is more valuable than any command your dog has ever followed. Because it wasn't trained, it was given. To you, a walk is simple. A bit of fresh air, some movement, maybe a quick break between tasks. But to your dog, a walk is everything. It's not just exercise, it's information. Every scent on the ground tells a story. Who passed by, how long ago, what they were feeling, whether they were calm or anxious or excited. This is how your dog understands the world, not through sight the way you do, but through smell. And when your dog stops to sniff, it's not wasting time, it's reading. Imagine walking through a library and being pulled away every few seconds before you can finish a page. That's what it feels like when you constantly tug the leash and say, "Come on, let's go." Each time you interrupt that process, your dog doesn't just lose a moment of curiosity. It loses a chance to make sense of its environment. And when a dog can't process its environment properly, something builds up. Frustration, restlessness, mental tension. That tension doesn't always show up during the walk. Sometimes it appears later, at home, in small behaviors, in ways that seem unrelated. And you might wonder, why is my dog still so energetic, even after a long walk? Because physical movement is only half of what it needs. The other half is mental release. And for dogs, sniffing is one of the most powerful forms of that release. So what happens when you allow it? Something shifts. The walk slows down. Your dog becomes more focused, more engaged, less reactive to random stimuli. Because it's no longer overwhelmed, it's processing. So next time you go out, try something different. When your dog stops, don't rush it. Give it time. Let it explore. Let it finish the sentence it started reading. You don't need to turn every walk into a long session.
Even a few minutes of uninterrupted sniffing can change the entire experience. And more importantly, it sends a message your dog understands deeply. What matters to you matters to me. That message builds connection in a way no command ever could. Humans live by clocks.
Dogs live by patterns. They don't understand Monday or Friday. They don't know what busy day means. But they understand repetition. They notice when things happen and when they don't. When meals come at random times, when walks are unpredictable, when attention appears and disappears without warning. To you, it's just life. To your dog, it's uncertainty. And uncertainty over time creates anxiety. Not loud, obvious anxiety, but a quiet, constant tension. A sense of not knowing what comes next. And when a dog doesn't know what to expect, it struggles to relax. It stays slightly alert, slightly watchful, always trying to anticipate your next move. But when you introduce something simple, a rhythm, everything changes. Meals at consistent times, walks that happen within a predictable window, moments of play or connection that repeat daily. These patterns don't limit your dog. They free it. Because now, it doesn't have to guess. It doesn't have to wonder. It knows. And that knowing creates something incredibly powerful. Calm. A calm that allows your dog to rest more deeply, to engage more fully, to connect more openly. This isn't about strict schedules, it's about reliability. Even if your timing shifts slightly, the pattern remains. And that pattern becomes a foundation your dog can stand on. A quiet reassurance that says, the world is stable, you're safe here. And when a dog feels that kind of stability, it doesn't just behave better, it becomes itself. It may feel strange at first, talking to your dog like it understands, telling it about your day, greeting it in the morning, saying simple things as you move through your routine. Some people might think it's unnecessary, even silly. But what they don't realize is this: